It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's coming up next.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Ewart. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're off from Arrowhead. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is someone who became an absolute superstar last year as a rookie. Drafted second in 2023, it's C.J. Stroud.
CJ may not have been the #1 pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, but he was clearly the #1 rookie in all of the NFL last year. Near unanimous Rookie of the Year. In fact, even earning MVP votes, Kate. It wasn't just a little bit of a rebound and a rebuild for Houston. It was a remake in a hurry. And what can he do in his sophomore season? It would be must-see TV.
Schultz with the catch. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball. Good.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 27. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Running for it, Mixon. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud. Collins there to grab it. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 42 as this opening drive continues. They send a receiver in motion right. 1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And they take him down right along the 30. This one goes for 3 yards. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd and 8. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, fresh off a 3rd Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Yellow.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On the ground again with Mixon. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking down a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Stroud. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he gets him around 6 there. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He has the first over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Called in by Worthy. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10.
Yellow.
They send a man in motion. First down from the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a second quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs take a 4-point lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here.
Oh,
A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
here we go.
Keeping it with Mixon. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Give them the leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. And it's the Texans. With it, 1st and 10. New set of downs for him from the 46. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Throwing is Stroud. Pass complete to Mechie. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
All right.
Stroud off the play fake. He sends this one to the end zone. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans get some late points and the lead. Nico Collins with the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans push their lead to 3. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Motioning the tight end now. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Right side.
To the air, Mahomes. Hauled in by Gray. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Right side.
Here's Mahomes. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line.
Right side.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Right side. Right side.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. The tip definitely broke up that throw. So 2nd down coming up.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Yellow. Right side.
They motion the tight end over.
Right side.
Again, Mahomes to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Right side.
3rd and long for him here. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute, convert on these third downs.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
I know they love that golf adage, drive for show, putt for dough, but it's awfully nice to drive for show and to have that kind of weapon in your back pocket.
Dameon Pierce now to return it. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. First down, Stroud has his man, it's Mixon. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Houston first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. This is complete to Schultz. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3. Mechie hauls it in. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeouts, and they can try a field goal now before halftime. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. Everly's kick is good, and they've taken back the lead. We've come to halftime. The Texans in unfriendly confines, but hey, they've got the lead. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Out comes Kansas City. Its offense has it first to start quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. They've got first down from the 31.
Yellow!
Blitz coming, Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Texans will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go.
Stroud throwing here on first. Connects with Mechie. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
All right.
On the option, here's Mixon. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All right.
Motioning one of the tight ends. A handoff for Mixon, running right. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Here we go. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Finds him on the slant. And this one does not go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. This from 30 yards out. Everly's kick is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, Piron. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Yellow.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Yellow.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Side.
A first down carry for Pacheco. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Worthy. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
First down throw, Mahomes. Pass is cut at the 9. Touchdown, Kansas City. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs take the lead on that successful kick. Reed now to kick this one away. Pierce now on the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here.
Here we go.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Mixon. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Flush down out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He's got time here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Boy, this defensive crew is locked in that O-line's head. They are a-spinning. Back-to-back sacks has this offense on skates, and those blockers can't figure out where this rush is coming from next.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. First and 10 now from the 30.
Right side.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Brown. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
Shotgun handoff to P-Ryan. And they make the stop at the 46. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. So we're through 3 here. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down.
Yellow. Right side.
Looking to throw Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Yellow. Right side.
Now it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Complete beyond the marker. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Another throw for Mahomes. Caught near the goal line. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs grow their lead to 8. Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out now come the Texans on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. From the gun, Stroud. Collins there to grab it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Stroud doing his best to work quickly here. From the 34. Pass complete to Mechie. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10, or on to Mixon. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down, Stroud. Completed to Collins. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
All right.
Man in motion here. From the 33 on second down. Schultz with the catch. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll come up first and 10.
All right.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes out to the left.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And
Still
now
first down.
we're going to wait to see how they respond. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough.
Right.
They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Running back sent in motion. Stroud. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
On play action, here's Stroud. Mechie hauls it in. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Running it with Mixon. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Calling 3 yards on the pickup. They're short by just as many now as it brings up 4th down. kick the running back in motion. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Has it in close. And in for the Houston touchdown. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
Texans facing a big play as they go for 2. Setting up to pass. And that catch gets them the 2. We're all tied up here in the 4th. Whew, crisis averted, Brock. They got the 2 and the tie, for now at least. It looks like they have staved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those 2 critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the 2-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Chiefs and Hollywood Brown back to the field once again. The game really in their hands at this point, Brock. We're going to see whether it's a celebration coming up next or overtime. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow. My side.
He'll look to throw it. That's Worthy running the slant. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Putting the tight end in motion. Here he is to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Yellow.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. Now with just 7 seconds left in the game, we've got a timeout. This game now resting on the attempt from Harrison Butker. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. That one is good! And that, folks, is your game winner!
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on...
No ladder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. And this game, wow, it came down to the final moments where it was their clutch score that proved the difference and set up this victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.